Dr. Lori. We're back here with What's It Worth with Dr. Lori with my new friend, Beverly. Hi, Beverly.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, good.
Thanks for coming in.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Oh, well, good. Where are you from? Where do you live?
I live in Leola.
Okay, not too far.
Not too far.
Okay, and you said, oh, I got an opportunity to have Dr. Lori look at this. This is what you brought.
This is what I brought.
Family heirloom?
It's from the family. I don't know if it's an heirloom or not, but
Okay.
It was my grandmother's. She lived in Tennessee.
Your grandmother's right here.
Yes, that's my.
Look at this picture. Here's Grandma
I was married
with somebody in the carriage.
That's probably my Uncle Dewey, as opposed to my mother, who's
Okay.
the next one.
Okay. Oh, so maybe an older brother of your mother.
That's right.
Okay,
that's
so
right.
this is Grandma, and she's got her hat on, and she's got a baby carriage. How many children? How many?
Yeah, just the two. It's
Two, boy and a girl.
a boy and a girl.
So the perfect family, as people would say, right? You have a boy and a girl. All right. So you've got that, and so this particular picture of your grandmother relates to this particular market basket.
That's correct.
Okay.
This is a basket that, the story is that she took to market.
Okay.
And
took to market just like this. Just like this.
And it was a small town, so
Small town where?
in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
She would go on a daily basis, pretty much. Is
To
what I
market.
understand,
To get fresh fruit.
To get fresh fruit, or what the story is my mother told one time, she was told to take the basket, go into town and get some eggs, and not to run. Well, apparently my mother ran.
Uh-oh.
Tripped, fell, broke the eggs.
Oh, no! Oh, big
So-
trouble.
Big trouble.
Well, and they shouldn't have really sent her without an egg basket. Egg baskets are different. As you know, they're different shape.
Right.
They're shaped like, actually, half eggs, like crescent moons, actually. So the eggs don't typically break. But a market basket, that's why they probably told her not to run. Isn't that funny? Oh, that's funny. So, okay. So she was in the doghouse for a little bit.
And learned a lesson.
Yeah.
And so I've acquired this, and I've had it sitting in my dining room. And
In your dining room. Okay. So that's kind of important. It doesn't sit in your kitchen where there's heat and condensation and dirt and, you know, I burn things when I cook, all that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So the dining room is a better choice.
okay.
Right? Maybe even a den, a living room, a place where you don't have all that temperature and humidity change, like a kitchen. Antiques don't like to be in kitchens. I know you want to have the cookie jars in the kitchen, but they're hot places, they change temperature, there's lots of movement of air, it's problematic.
Okay.
So you probably did this worlds of good by having it in the dining room versus the kitchen. Now, let's talk a little bit about baskets. So first of all, you have the reed that you're going to use. This reed, so you have this particular piece, which is woven through, right? So this is your nice strong handle. And then you have another piece that's similar that makes, of course, the structure of it. The structure of the basket and how it's woven will tell you a lot about where it was made. This basket dates probably 1900 to about 1930, sometime in that time period. I don't know how old your grandmother is in this particular photograph, but probably sometime 1910, 1920, right in the ballpark of the time period for the basket.
Right.
Now, in looking at the basket, you want to look for a tight weave, and market baskets usually have a tight weave. So this is reed, right? And all of this reed would literally be placed into buckets of water, right? Sometimes even more tubs of water to make the reed pliable. Then you actually take what looks like an owl, you know, or one of the, just a sharp tool, and you would literally go through each rib, in and out. And if you look at this particular basket, Beverly, you can see how close each row is. As time goes on and you're putting things into the basket, those rows start to move because the reed is pliable, it's malleable, can move. So that's what you're seeing here. It's in beautiful shape still. It would have been almost an absolute rectangle in the 1920s.
Oh, wow.
Since then, it's moved out a little bit. Well, we all kind of move out a little bit, you know, as time goes on. But basically what you're looking at here is that idea that you still have the general, almost more than the general shape of the basket. That's important for quality, that's important for structural stability, that's important for value. And that's what we're looking at and What's It Worth with Dr. Lori. We're looking for value, right?
Okay.
So it's a family heirloom. Now, it's not a Native American basket. Some of those, of course, are pictorial baskets, and they're very, very decorative. And oftentimes they are woven in concentric circles. Sometimes they are woven plated type, whatever it might be. This particular basket is American made, probably made in Kentucky, Tennessee, could be parts of Virginia, that neck of the woods, West Virginia, and of course Virginia, that neck of the woods. You can date it, and you can also see it in that place. It's not a Pennsylvania market basket. They would have been a little bit bigger. This particular market basket would have been for, and you can see some of the residue, for your fresh fruits and vegetables. That residue is actually water, and the residue I'm talking about, you see that dark area right in here in that corner? Okay. That dark area is really what you're trying to look for, and that indicates that water has actually been there. So they're wet, right? Or something's happening with respect to the fruits and vegetables are starting to deteriorate on the way home.
Breaking eggs in the basket.
Breaking an egg would be bad. You know, that's probably not egg. Egg you can actually see. But that kind of thing. And you can see the different colors on the inside, which tells you what was in the basket. So it's wonderful to have the story. Your basket's worth about $200. And it's in very nice condition. And it dates to about 1900 to about 1920. I might even go as far as 1930, but I think it's a little earlier than that. It's in very nice shape. And do you have any others like it?
No, I don't.
Just the one market basket?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Notice that it's very similar to the way in which today we would carry a pocketbook.
Right.
Or a purse. So you've got that same type of thing. Thanks so much, Beverly.
Thank you. Any hints other than keeping it out of the kitchen to help protect it so it can go down to my daughter?
Okay, long term, the best thing to do is remember you don't want to handle it too much, right? The other thing you have to do also with a lot of baskets is you want to make sure there's no commercial cleaners. So, you know, you don't want to be spraying it with anything. Keep the dust off of it, and you want to keep the dust off of it probably once a week to once every 2 weeks. A feather duster is always good, get rid of it all. But basically what you want to do is don't change what you've been doing, because what you've been doing has been working well.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Beverly.
Thank you, Dr. Lloyd.
You're welcome.